So welcome to video 4 for this tutorial for creating the Burgers Bistro. And for this here we're going to be creating some of the coded resource files for the application. So we're going to be creating XMLs, which are design sort of files for the application, and then we're going to create API, which are application programming interfaces using Java classes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a resource fragment, and I'm going to call it fragments underscore instead of concerts burgers, and you'll see that the resources are by right clicking on the layout folder. So if I right click on the layout folder, and fragments are used to launch, so you would use the fragment class to launch the screens onto the content. So I'm going to use this here, and I'm going to call it, instead of fragment concerts, I'm going to call it fragment burgers, and go name it all lowercase. And I'm going to change the layout to relative rather than constraint layers. And if I click OK, it'll create a new layout for burgers. So it's blank at this stage, and it's a relative layout. You can see that from there. Java classes for the different burgers. So I'm going to have a package first of all, which will a folder to keep the burgers under, and then I'm going to have the different Java classes for launching them. So you'll see here I've created a new Java class to launch the fragment burgers. So to begin with, I'm going to, and you'll see this in the tutorial on page 8, I'm going to create, instead of a concerts package, I'm going to create a new package, burgers. And because the packages are all lowercase, you'll see there gallery, home, slideshow. I'm just going to keep it the same, and I'm going to call it, so if I right click on the UI in the Java, under the Java, and if I go down to package, and I'm going to just call it burgers, hit return, and I have a new folder in the UI called burgers. In the tutorial now, I'm going to create a Java class to launch the fragment burgers.xml. So instead of fragment concert, so I'm going to go back and then say this burgers, I'm going to create a new Java class, and I'll go to my tutorials. I'm going to name this Java class burger fragment. So you can use, sometimes it's good for naming conventions in the Java classes, because all the XMLs are lowercase, is to use like a title case. So you'll see here capital C, capital F, and a capital B and a capital F. So burger fragment inside this here. So if I right click on the package burgers or the folder burgers, click new Java class, and I'm going to go fragment. So that creates a new Java class, and it automatically has a package at the top, so that links right down from your package from the main folders to it. I'll go back to the tutorial. Rather than typing all out, I'm going to just copy the different imports that I'm going to use in my Java class for burger fragment, and if I go back, you can see it already, a burger fragment opened, and by copying out a PDF, it'll make it into one line, and I'm just going to go at each of the imports and hit return, so they're all underneath each other. Now they're grayed out at the moment because they're not being used, but as they're being used, they'll start to become live. So they're not live at the moment. Back also then, you'll see import the Android root directory, and that's the .r, And to get that, I'm just going to go import com dot, and you'll see it brings you right through, and at the end of that you should have an OR, and that brings you back to the root directory. So because I'm using fragments, I want to now add the code that extends fragment to the public class, right? So you'll see in the public class, I type in extends fragment, and a lot of the code comes up automatically. Code is I want to launch the, instead of the fragment concerts, I want to launch the fragment burgers. So this here, I want to launch this in this code. So if I go under here, and I've copied from the PDF, and again this all will be in one line, so I'll make it the same sort of layout, and you'll see fragment concerts will be sort of, I'm going to do return root view, and the last part there, I'm going to change this to, you actually click the dot, you'll see fragment burgers. So that's a layered inflator which will extend this fragment and load fragment burgers onto the main content. Add in the, you'll see that the navigation drawer has gallery, home and slideshow. So I want to, in the navigation, I want to add a new navigation. I'm going to use the code for this, that basically after this home one will launch the fragment for the, and you'll see from the tutorial it's the nav concerts. What I'm going to call this is the nav burgers. So I can actually copy this and just change nav concerts, and you'll see that that all goes out into one. If I go to Android, you'll see I'm getting errors, but these can be easily fixed. And so the first one I want to do is bring it to the burger fragment instead of concert fragment. So if I go to where it's the starting dot, you'll see that'll bring that, link that into the API. I'm going to call it nav burgers. And down here I'm going to label, just change the label to burgers. And you'll see then the fragment that I'm loading is fragment underscore burgers. So change that. You'll see that you have your nav burgers is sort of overlapping here, so I'm going to bring it out and put it in second and zoom in, gallery, and the nav slideshow across. So I've sort of put the 4 screens there now. Burgers is my second screen, and then I've nav gallery, nav slideshow. Into the navigation bar. So I can use the activity main drawer XML. I could use the code and change it, or you can go and simply do it in the design. and if I go in activity main drawer and open it, and you'll see there's 3, and I'm going to put a new menu item in there, and I'm going to give the menu item a title. You see here, if you click on any of them, they've got different titles using a string. So menu home, I go to strings, you could actually use the same thing and just go string name equals menu burgers. It's going to be burgers as the string title. Go back to my menu thing, and in here then you can have put do not string menu burgers. So that'll put the burgers, and you give it an ID now. So the same as there, nav home, I'm going to have nav underscore burgers, and if you go up into the code, you'll see that I have the same. The only difference is I haven't an icon, so I'm going to go to the icon, and let's see here. Click on nav home, you'll see we can do a drawable. So I'm going to do nav burgers, and the icon is going to be the burger icon that I have in the drawable, and let's see the code for that should appear. So I'm going to launch the app and see what it comes up like in the app, and you'll see burgers. Now it brings up the burgers screen, so I can see my home's working, my burgers is bringing up my burgers screen, my gallery is bringing up my gallery, and my slideshow. So I've created, and you'll see the wee icon, it's come up well. Sometimes the icons don't come up good, so it's a matter of playing about with different icons to make sure that they're compatible in the factor range. So that concludes video 4. Thank you.